Right. 8 August 2020, and I'm joined by Mr. Albert Matapo from the Zimbabwe People Power Movement. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, I'm fine. How about you? Greetings to viewers as well.
Thank you very much, Mr. Matapo. And today we want to go straight into the topic. You saw Nelson Chamisa yesterday speaking on South African media. He said that one of the steps in the solutions to Zimbabwe is a transitional authority. Do you agree with him that as part of negotiations with ED Mnangagwa, the outcome should be a transitional authority?
Yes. I saw the speech by Advocate Nelson Chamisa yesterday on SABC. I liked most of the things that he mentioned. They were very good. He also spoke about the national transitional mechanism, which is the right way to go. The only difference that I can point out at this moment in time is the modalities to the National Transitional Authority. As long as we do not have the right modalities, the right ways of, asking for or bringing forward this national transitional mechanism, then it might just be a pipe dream. People might just be dreaming of something that will never come. So I'm saying, in short, that negotiating with Emmerson Mnangagwa at this moment in time, I don't see it bringing anything of that sort unless and until Emmerson Mnangagwa and his entire team are not there, have been removed. I know that's the biggest question. The elephant in the room is Emmerson Mnangagwa and his team of ZANU-PF. They are the elephant in the room. We need to remove them at whatever or by whatever means that are acceptable by the international community, by the people of Zimbabwe, but we have to save the people of Zimbabwe. Then we can think of transitional authority, national transitional authority. This is exactly the reason why I've been saying, people of Zimbabwe, let us unite under Zimbabwe People Power Movement. Then we form a national transitional mechanism that is inclusive of everybody. But we cannot go outside a national movement to try and then it becomes very difficult. So I'm only saying it is good to come up with a national transitional mechanism or to think of it. But we must, before we think of that, we must look at the modalities. How do we get it there? Are we going to get it there? Otherwise, we will be dreaming. Thank you.
Okay, so you are saying the approach that Chamisa has suggested is not going to work?
Certainly, yes. It is never going to work. True.
Okay, so in terms of the 2 envoys that have been dispatched by President Cyril Ramaphosa, what is your opinion to that?
Yes, I respect what South Africa has done. It shows they've, it's an acknowledgement that we have got a serious problem in Zimbabwe. And exactly why we have been, why we have got a petition. Zimbabwe People Power Movement petition is meant to make countries like South Africa and the whole world, United Nations, UN, AU, SADC, and so on, to acknowledge that we have got a problem. So that on its own is an acknowledgement, and I applaud that. However, that envoy on its own, if the people of Zimbabwe wait for the envoy to deliver the much needed change, or if the people of Zimbabwe think that the envoy is going to bring about the change that we need, that is a pipe dream. Still, that envoy is going to yield nothing. But it's good that they've done that because it's just an acknowledgement. Let us take advantage of that and move a step forward as Zimbabweans to bring about the change that we need.
Okay, so if Nelson Chamisa was to agree with ED Mnangagwa on a transitional authority, are you going to accept it, or are you going to continue with your plans against ED Mnangagwa?
Right. First of all, ED Mnangagwa is never going to agree on a national transitional authority because by rigging elections, it means he does not want to be removed from there. A genuine national transitional authority is something that does not include ZANU-PF at all. So anyone who gets into bed with ZANU-PF, I will never respect that. And we will go forward to make sure that a proper system has been put in place. So anyone who gets into bed with ZANU-PF, never expect me to be part and parcel of such kind of a mechanism. Never.
Okay, and then Xavier Kasukuere, Jonathan Moyo, and Patrick Joao, they've written a letter to the ANC offering to be part of negotiations with ZANU-PF in the military. What do you make of that?
You see, those guys, they are, what can I say? I'm saying it only shows that this G40 team, they are feeling the pain of being out of government where they used to loot. I'm sorry to say this. They are not fighting for the people of Zimbabwe because they have been looting. They were looting before this. They were looting together with Lacoste. And now that they were booted out and Lacoste remained, Lacoste continues to loot. So both teams, both the ZANU-PF factions must go to hell. They will never negotiate anything that will be fruitful for the people of Zimbabwe. I mean, only fools will accept them. Only fools. I will never accept those people. I want to just point out one thing. The people of Zimbabwe need to listen to an audio that was made by Temba Mliswa. That audio clearly spells out that the 31st July demonstration was a ZANU-PF project. It was planned by ZANU-PF. It's very clear. If you listen to that audio, it spells it all. Guys, Zimbabweans, genuine fighters of freedom, should not accept another ZANU-PF faction. ZANU-PF people are playing, they are playing with our minds. They are playing with us. They think that Zimbabwe belongs to them. I read that letter by Professor Jonathan Moyo and Joao. They are saying there is no one out there who is fit to take over and lead Zimbabwe. They feel it is only ZANU-PF. This is sad, to say the least. What brokering would they do? Is this a ZANU-PF affair? If it is a ZANU-PF affair, then we will see. But the people of Zimbabwe will say no to both factions of ZANU-PF, or either factions of ZANU, G40 or Lacoste. No. That's my position.
Okay, Mr. Matapo, I remember you talked about the National Transitional Authority in December. Can you just recap for us the roadmap of a genuine National Transitional Authority? How would it go?
A genuine National Transitional Authority would come about, first of all, is the first step forward is certainly to remove the entire system of ZANU-PF from the corridors of power. How is something else. I cannot say that now. But I'm saying Zimbabwe People Power Movement is going to play a major role in making sure that the elephant in the room has been removed, and that will be removed. I want to categorically state this so that the people of Zimbabwe can rally behind a winning formula. And the winning formula is Zimbabwe People Power Movement. That's the first step. The second step is to bring forward people from all walks of life, people representing sectors of our economy, of our religions, of everything that make up Zimbabwe. And those players will come forward and form up what is called a national transitional mechanism. In our case, we are already preparing the national transitional mechanism. We already have a blueprint which we cannot release at this moment in time. And we even have members, players who are coming in, who are joining the National Transitional Authority, respected people from all over the world, Zimbabweans from all over the world. So in our case, we are going to have two teams. The first one is going to be a very small team, which we are going to call political team. The political team will include, of course, the leader. Whoever is going to be the leader, I don't know, but it's going to have the leader and also a few political players, less than 10 members. Those are what we can call today ministers. They will be less than 10. Then we are going to have another team of technocrats. And that team of technocrats is going to be a committee that is going to include technocrats from across the industry, from across our national divide. And this team is also going to include some expatriates who will come in to help us resuscitate our economy, as well as make sure that corruption has been eliminated totally to zero. We are going to make sure that we achieve zero corruption in Zimbabwe, zero looting in Zimbabwe. And that is going to be possible. The political players are not going to put their hands onto the economy. The economy is going to be run by technocrats, and everything is going to be accounted to the public. The public will be able to see exactly what will be going on. So this team, these two teams, the role of these two teams is to make sure that the economy has been revived before we go for elections, is to make sure that the playing field, the political playing field has been leveled, so that in future we will not have anything to do with rigging, anything to do with the army meddling in politics. The army is going to be locked in barracks. The army is going to be given a role to play in the barracks, in the development of our country, instead of meddling themselves in politics. And that is going to be done by the National Transitional Mechanism. And that we are going to do that.
All right, Mr. Matapo, thank you very much for joining me in this discussion. We're keeping it short for our WhatsApp group. Is there anything else you want to say before we close?
I just want to thank the people of Zimbabwe for remaining resolute, and just to assure them that we are going to make it together. We have had a serious response from the people of Zimbabwe signing the petition. Of course, the electronic petition is still very low, below 3,000. But the manual petition has had a massive response, a massive support. We are now close. I can certainly tell you that we are now close to 4 million signatures across Zimbabwe, and we celebrate that. We are now going to take the next step, which is the submission of this petition to various authorities, and this is going to be done publicly, so that then we can take next steps as we go. Thank you, Zimbabweans. We are going to make it together. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Matapo. And for those who want to contact you, your number is on the screen so that they can talk to you. Thank you very much, sir.